A lot of clients look for signs that things are improving in therapy, and they want to know how they're making progress, if they're making progress. One way to know if you're making progress in therapy is what happens to you in the real world. Hopefully, your expectations are set in a place where you don't think change is a jump from 0 to 500. Your therapist is going to help you understand that change is a jump from 0 to 0.0001. That's still change, and that's amazing. And it comes out in your interactions in real life when the things that you struggled with previously, you struggle with a lot less. It comes when things are fear-inducing or anxiety-inducing, and instead of panicking and reacting, you're able to step back a little bit more and observe your emotions as opposed to being a passenger to them. One of the most fascinating things to me about therapy is whatever you go into the room with, whatever you think that you're going into the room to address. I just got over this big breakup. I think I may have an addiction to substances. Whatever you think you're going in the room to solve, the most topical thing, that may not be where the conversation starts. We may start talking about something that contributed to that. We may start talking about your early childhood experiences. We may start talking about how your grandfather might have struggled with some similar things and how those warning signs are there, and it may be even genetic what some of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors have become. But it starts in a place that's very unexpected sometimes, and it pulls at a string. Like, I get anxious when people yell in a room, or I get anxious when people raise their voices in a room. And as you unravel that string, so much stuff comes out. And you never really know what's going to come out, but when it falls out of the closet, we talk about it and we tackle it. And then once we found really good ways to cope with it, we start pulling that string some more, and stuff just keeps falling off, and we talk about it. So it's one thing to expect to have a conversation when you go in and already know what it is going to be about. It's a different thing when you're experiencing words coming out of your mouth that are speaking of past experiences that maybe you don't even remember or you never verbalized out loud. You never know what you're going to get in a therapy session. I think one of the things that'll be really good to lean into with your therapist, because you're still building a relationship, the trust may not fully be there yet, and I completely understand that. So does your therapist. One really good thing to lean into is the things that you're ashamed of, the things that you're ashamed to verbalize, the things that you are ashamed of within yourself, maybe about yourself, maybe about things that you've done, things that you think, and you hold them secret because you think that saying these things or being this thing makes you a bad person. I encourage you to share it once you feel comfortable in a therapeutic relationship, because man, your therapist is like a mirror, and you're able to see yourself in a very different way when someone with this training and this knowledge and this experience holds it right in front of you. And you may find out that the things that you may be ashamed of or embarrassed about, they contribute to larger issues in your life, and there's no substantial reason to be ashamed. And there's room for you to be accepting of those things and cope with the things that maybe people or parents or family or community have told you were bad, and realize the beauty of them within yourself. Learn to accept and eventually love those things. This is a space where you can talk about literally anything. I don't think there's anything that anybody can say at this point that will surprise me. I have literally heard it all. It's not about what you do, it's about how you feel, and it's about what you want to become versus what you are currently, and how do we get you to that space safely.